If you would have a $100 budget, what would be the best Pokemon cards to buy? Even though Pokemon cards are really expensive nowadays, there's still a lot of cards that no one is talking about and are really underrated. So I created a list of cards and sealed products you can buy with only 100 bucks. And no, it's not just a lot of junk that nobody wants to have, and it's also not one booster pack that costs $100. Because the items on this list contain multiple different cards and products, are a good investment for the future and also just a nice add-on to your collection. So let's dive right into it. By the way, if you're new to the channel, my name is Noah and most people know me as Ndup. On this channel we make Pokemon card investing content, Pokemon card collecting content and everything else that has to do with Pokemon cards. If you like this kind of content, feel free to subscribe. Now first up, we're gonna take a look at a couple of different cards. And the first part of the $100 collection is 1 or 2 illustration rares. Now illustration rares nowadays just look awesome. They're a really good investment for the future because they're increasing in value a lot and a lot of them are still pretty affordable. Now there are a lot of illustration rares you can choose from, but the first one on my list was going to be this Deerling card. In my opinion, this Deerling card just look awesome. Just so many things going on in the background, the beautiful water, and it's only going for like $11.66. Now this Deerling card is from the set White Flare, and Black Bolt and White Flare have a lot of these illustration rares which are really cheap, and there are also a lot of those that are even cheaper than 12 bucks. If you go to White Flare, for example, you can see a lot of these illustration rares which are pretty affordable, like 10 bucks for this Swoobat, for example. But if we scroll down even more to like the bottom, you can see a couple of illustration rares for even like 5 or 6 bucks. So in my opinion, if you want to pick up a couple of cards that just look awesome, you should definitely go with illustration rares. Okay, so let's say we spend around 12 bucks on our first card, which was going to be that Deerling illustration rare. The second card is going to be another illustration rare, which is awesome, just looks incredible in my opinion, but at the same time it's also a pretty good investment, so that's also interesting. Now the second card is going to be this Team Rocket's Houndoom card. Now this one, if you love Team Rocket, this card is amazing. Now this card has only been increasing in value, to be honest, because a lot of people like Houndoom and a lot of people also like Team Rocket, so this card is just amazing. Now if you go to the set list from Destined Rivals, for example, you can see that this is not one of the most expensive cards, but it's definitely a little higher than like the more underrated illustration rares and like full art cards. Because like I just said, this Team Rocket's Houndoom right here is going for around 20 bucks, which is still pretty affordable in my opinion. So I think it's the ideal card to buy if you're on a little lower budget. Now wait, before we continue, I have something very important to tell you. Because what if I told you that you can make money with Pokemon cards even if you have a budget as low as $20? I've been collecting Pokemon cards for over 10 years now, and I've seen a lot of stuff happening in the Pokemon card market. And to be honest, if you know the right strategies and you know the right stuff to do, you can make a lot of money, especially in today's market with Pokemon cards. Now, if that sounds interesting to you, you should definitely join my Pokemon card community. It's called the Pika Academy, and it's filled with experienced collectors and investors and a lot of courses about how you can make money with Pokemon cards. And spoiler alert, I teach you how to make money with Pokemon cards through methods that most people have never heard of before, and no, it's not scalping. At the time of recording this, there's a special discount going on, so make sure to go to the link in the description if you want to learn how to make money with Pokemon cards, and then I'll see you in the Pika Academy. Okay, awesome. So we spent $12 on our first card, $22 on our second card, so in total $34. Now the next card is really interesting because it's from a set that's a little bit older, but at the same time it's an amazing artwork, and this set is increasing in value fast as well. And the set that I'm talking about is going to be Crown Zenith. And Crown Zenith is a really interesting set because it contains many beautiful and amazing cards which are really cheap and underrated in my opinion. Because I just picked one card which was a little bit undervalued, which is going to be this Deoxys, which is going for around 12 bucks. But to be honest, that this card is going for 12 bucks is pretty insane in my opinion. If you go to like the set list from Crown Zenith, you can see a lot of these kind of cards which are going for like 17, 16, 14 bucks. Now the one that I picked for today is going to be this Deoxys card, which is $11.28. Now these trainer gallery cards or illustration rare cards are just amazing if you're collecting, investing, or whatever you're doing at Pokemon cards. Because these cards look awesome, they're great to put in your binder, but at the same time, a lot of people like these and the value is increasing a lot, so investment wise, it's also really nice. Okay, so our third card is worth around $11. 34 plus 11 is $45 spent in total on the single cards. But now we're going to move on to the sealed products. Now, most people think that you cannot buy any sealed products anymore for like $55, which for example, booster boxes or expensive collection boxes is true. But if you know the right products, you can definitely buy a lot of sealed products for only $55. And the first product is going to be a Brilliant Stars sleeve booster pack. Now, Brilliant Stars is just a great set. It has pretty good pull rates because it contains a lot of trainer gallery cards, and the set is just really good in my opinion. opinion. Now in terms of value, Brilliant Stars is also increasing very fast in the past couple of months, so that's amazing as well. And sleeve boosters nowadays are going for around 12 bucks per booster pack, and sometimes if you buy them in bulk you can get them for like $10 a booster pack, but let's say we're just going to buy one pack and that's going to be like $12 per booster pack. Now the next sealed product is going to be another sleeve booster pack, which is a little bit cheaper than a Brilliant Stars pack, and that's going to be a Journey Together sleeve booster pack. Now for today's video I would say that it's smart to buy 2 Journey Together sleeve packs, so that's in total of like $13. So if you would combine the Brilliant Stars booster pack and the 2 sleeve Journey Together packs, you would have a total of 25 bucks? Yeah, 25 bucks. So we've spent $45 on our single cards and $25 on the sleeve pack, so we have $30 left. And $30 is exactly enough to buy a 3-pack blister of a really popular set, because this Desert Rival blister is going for exactly $30. Now Desert Rivals is just an amazing set, it's going crazy in terms of value, and it's just a great investment, but also just great to add to your collection. So if you would add all of these numbers to each other, you would have exactly $100. Now here's the thing, there's a lot of different kind of products that you can buy with $100. But I think that the list that I just gave you contains one of the best kind of cards, sealed products, and everything that you want to have to buy like a solid foundation for a Pokemon collection, whether it's to just collect or it's as an investment. Now, if your budget is a little bit higher, you can also decide to invest in booster boxes instead of all of these smaller items. So make sure to watch this video next where we cover the top 5 booster boxes to invest in 2025.